So once again, welcome to the semester 3 and specifically welcome to our subject sessions, financial management. Okay, as you are aware, in your semester 3, you have total 7 subjects. Okay, and out of these 7 subjects, the one of the important subject is financial management. So today we try to understand the initial discussion about the financial management, specifically syllabus, examination pattern, and the material related discussion. As you are aware, in each and every subject we have total of 5 units. So same applicable to us. In our subject financial management, we have total 5 units. But before moving ahead for a discussion about unit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, let me ask one simple question. Are you aware about the finance? Are you aware about the finance word? Okay, can you explain? What do you mean by finance? In a simple language. Okay, if suppose I said the captain of Indian cricket team, immediately two pictures will come in your mind. One is MS Dhoni and number 2 is Virat Kohli. The preferences are different, but when I pronounce the word captain of Indian cricket team, definitely these two pictures will come in your mind. I'm right? So when I said the finance, when I said finance, at that time, which picture come in your mind? अगर मैं मीत को बोलूं कि कटरीना कैफ, तो उसको तरह ही दिखाई देगा वेलकम एंड नमस्ते लंदन, ऑल दिस. ओके, yes, Vishnu, monetary terms, Shruti, money, Meet, funds. What about others? आपको कुछ पिक्चर नहीं आ रहा आपके माइंड में? In one of my previous sessions, I asked the same question in the class, and one of students said, "Sir, in my mind, the dollars have come." Yes, the money you need to start capital. Very good. So simply, finance means money. Finance means money. It includes everything. It includes currency, it includes coin, it includes investment, it includes capital. Your capital means equity capital, preference capital, debt capital, bank loan, loan from other financial institute, loan from a government, subsidy from the government, or loan taken from the relatives, or money withdrawal from the third persons. So here finance means money, finance means fund, finance means capital. Okay, money. The term is clear. In a technically we can say that the money invested or money required to start a business, to operate the business, that call as a finance technically, but I am not going for that technicality. Just we want a simple meaning. So finance means money, fund, or capital, or other things which are required for business. Here management means, already we know that planning to controlling all the details or all the things that required for planning to controlling. So here in this entire syllabus, we are trying to learn that how the companies are managing their funds, managing their capitals, managing their money. Are you getting the purpose of studying this entire subject? Why we have this subject? Because we need to understand that how the companies are managing their funds, how they are managing their money, their capital. So the purpose is clear, everyone. Why is clear? Okay, now we move for the what we need to do in this entire syllabus or in entire semester. See, this financial management is not only for the companies, it's also for you, your parents, your family, and for your business also. Okay, so don't take it as a subject to crack the examination, to pass the examinations. Please try to understand these subjects as a part of your real life. Okay, so let me go for the further discussion about the syllabus. So total we have 5 units. Out of 5 units, the first unit is there in your screen. Look at the content. Unit 1 is actually bifurcated in 2 parts. The part 1 is a theoretical part and part 2 is a practical part. In a part 1, we have a few points, few concepts that we need to understand, and these are the concept of finance management, financial management, nature and scope of financial management, functions of financial management, objectives. Specifically, we have main 2 objectives when we are discussing the financial management. One is profit maximization and number 2 is wealth maximization. So also we try to understand what do you mean by profit maximization, what do you mean by wealth maximization, which one is better for the company, and what is the difference between the wealth and profit maximizations, which one is better, which one is better among these 2. Okay, and lastly, in the unit 1, in a part 1, we try to understand in the current scenario, in the current position, in the current ongoing time, which are the role and responsibilities of finance manager. Suppose you have completed your graduation, you have completed your master degree with the finance specializations, and you are appointed as a manager, specifically a manager of finance department. So now you are a finance manager. So at the time, which are the roles you need to do? Okay, which are the responsibilities that you need to obey? So in the unit 1, first part, theoretical part, introduction to financial management, meaning, nature, scope, function, objectives, and role of finance manager. And last point, which is not written here, but I will tell you, we will discuss that part also. Decisions in financial management, various decisions in the financial management. Now, surprise for you, part 2 of unit 1. In the unit 1 part 2, we try to understand money, and we try to calculate. We also try to determine the value of the money, specifically time value of the money. Here, money means what, which are the things, which are the points we can consider as a part of money. Okay, and how we can decide the value of the money. For that, we have different methods. For example, compounding, discounting, annuity. So these 3 are the methods for calculating the value of the money. Okay, so this is your second part of unit 1, and this is purely a practical part. So in this part, we have all practical questions. So unit 1, there are 2 parts. Part 1 is theoretical part. Part 2 is practical part. In theoretical part, we try to understand the fundamentals of financial management. And in the part 2, we try to understand the various methods, techniques for deciding the value of the money. Maybe the question comes in your mind, sir, value of the money means what? If I have a currency note of 200 rupees or 2000 rupees, itself it's have a value of 2000 rupees or 200 rupees. But my dear, I'm not talking about this value. Suppose I have a note of 2000 rupees. So it's having the 2000 rupees, but we are focusing on which value? Time value. Okay, suppose I have a 1000 note. that I have kept in my locker in 2010-12. Now I have that notes, okay, and suppose I having that notes for rupees 10 crores. Is there any value in the market? Are you getting my point? 2010 में मेरे पास 10 करोड़ रुपीस थे, और 10 करोड़ रुपीस किस फॉर्म में थे, किस करेंसी में थे? जो पुरानी नोट थी 1000 की, ओके, वो 1000 नोट्स के मेरे पास 10 करोड़ रुपीस है. इज देयर एनी वैल्यू as of now in India? Okay, so are you getting my point? 1000 remain 1000, but as a time pass, due to some reasons, the value of that money will differ. Okay, that we will discuss later on. I'm not going for the technical aspect of this. So unit 1 is clear? Everyone? Good. Now for the unit 2, okay, as I discussed, one point is not written here in the unit 1, that decisions in financial management. So generally we have 3 decisions. Okay, we have 3 decisions in financial management. Are you aware about these 3 decisions? First is there in your screen, financing decisions. Number 2 and 3, can you tell me which 3 decisions are there in financial management or finance management? One is financing decision, number 2, okay, आपको नहीं पता है तो हम नेक्स्ट यूनिट में उसको डिस्कस करेंगे. There are 3 main decisions. Okay, generally we have 3 decisions. Out of these 3 decisions, the first decision is financing decisions. Here finance means money, fund, capital. So when we are talking about the financing decision, money decisions, capital decision, fund decisions, at that time mainly we focusing on 2 things. From where we can get the money. Money कहाँ से मिलेगा? Okay, and if the money is available at some place, at which cost we are getting that money. If you go at a bank and if you check the locker of the bank, there are lakhs and crores rupees are there. These rupees are not for us. So which are the sources to get the money? So initially in the unit 2, we try to understand that part. Technically we call it sources of finance. Sources of finance. Specifically sources for equity capital, reference capital, debt capital. Okay. And secondly, if the fund is available, in that case, at which cost? Suppose SBI is also offering the home loan, HDFC is offering the home loan, but when you compare the interest rate, for SBI the interest rate is different, for HDFC interest rate is different. So we also need to think about the cost of fund, cost of capital. The second part of the unit 2 is cost of capital, in which we have cost of equity capital, cost of reference capital, and cost of debt capital. Please remember, this is the practical part of this unit. Okay, sources of finance is totally theoretical part. Number 2, cost of capital is a practical part, in which cost of equity is there. Around 4 to 5 methods are there. Cost of reference, we have 2 techniques, and cost of debt capital, we have 2 techniques. So around in this cost of capital, you need to understand 8 to 9 methods, 8 to 9 techniques. Don't worry, These are just numbers, but when you go for the calculation, you will enjoy this calculation. Okay, as simple as that. But we need to understand this 8 or 9 methods, and then after next we have cost of or average cost of capital. Up to this, what we are discussing, what is the cost of equity, what is the cost of preference. But in the very next point, we will try to understand the overall cost, combined cost of entire capital of the company. That include equity, preference, and debt, all the capitals. So in the third point, we will try to understand weighted average cost of capital, WACC. Okay, and then after, we also look at to the capital structure. Here, capital structure means the combination of equity, preference, and debt capital. How many percentage of equity capital, how many percentage of preference capital, how many percent of debt capital is required to create and to make a proper capital structure, that we will discuss in this part also. For deciding the capital structure, some factors that are affecting, we call it as determinant. So we will discuss the determinants, and then after we have 3 different experts. It means we have 3 different theories which are explaining the capital structure: NI, NOI, and MM. NI stand for net income, NOI stand for net operating income, and MM stand for Modigliani and Miller. Again, I repeat, NI stand for net income, NOI stand for net operating income, and MM stand for Modigliani and Miller theory. So these 3 theories are there that we need to understand. And the last part is leverage. Okay. Here leverage means if company are using the debt capital, what is the impact of this debt capital on the value of the firm or a cost of capital. Okay, so in that area we have leverage. Specifically, we have 3 leverage: operating, finance, and combined. Also, we go for the practical questions of leverage. So in the unit 2, we total have 5 different points. The first point is all about sources of capital, sources of finance. Okay. Number 2 is cost of capital, practical aspect. Number 3 is weighted average cost of capital, again the practical aspect. Number 4 is capital structure, theoretical aspect. And number 5 is leverage, practical aspect. Are we clear about the unit 2? The contents for the unit 2 is clear. What we need to do in, or what we need to study in the unit 2. Okay. Go ahead. Now moving for the unit number 3. And unit 3 is all about second decision of financial management, and that is investment decision. In the previous unit, what we have discussed in the previous one, we have discussed that from where we can get the money. Just 1 minute, guys. Just 1 minute. I have laptop is hanged. Screen is moving. Wait for a minute. Oh my God! What happened suddenly? Guys, please stay connected. I don't know whether my voice is coming to you or not, but suddenly my laptop is not working. I'm not able to move the screen from PPT to Google Meet. Anyone from your side, please unmute and answer me.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Just wait for a minute, beta. Everyone, please wait for a minute. Now it's working. Just give me a second. Yes. Thank you, my dear. So in the unit 2, what we have learned? We have learned that from where we can get the money, at which cost we can get the money. Now the question is that we have acquired the capital, we have, you know, money with us, but we have some surplus money. We have some surplus money. We have means companies have some surplus monies. So at that time, the surplus money is not good for the company. It's become idle, and idle things are not good for anyone, whether it is company or whether it is our personal life. So company is now thinking that what to do with this money that we have with us, but we are not using for a business operation. So then company think about the unit number 3, and unit number 3 means investment. हमारे पास money हमारे पास extra, so we have we try to understand investment, how types of advantages and limitations of investment. Okay, Aryan. Wait. I for the scene. Now, okay. Just wait for a minute. Hello everyone. Now tell me, whatever. Yes, perfectly. Okay. So when we have surplus money, at that time we are thinking about to invest somewhere. Okay, so in unit 3, we are discussing all the things about investment decisions, how the companies are making the investments, on which basis they are making the investments, which are factors to understand while making the investments. Okay, so again, the unit 3 is divided into two parts: theoretical part and practical part. And theoretical part, we try to understand the concept of investment, types of investment, nature, advantages, limitations of investments. Okay. And in the practical part, in the second part of unit 3, is how the company is deciding that whether company go for the investment or not. Suppose XYZ company has two proposals, that we have project 1 and project 2. Okay. So which project is better? Whether to invest in the project 1 or whether to invest in the project 3. So for that, we have some methods. We have some techniques. Oh, my dear, already have done this. I have done that. This is only for 2 students. Rest of people are getting my voice clearly. Please confirm. बाकी सबको आवाज प्रॉपर आ रही है? Okay. So something wrong from my side. Okay, wait. Hello everyone. Hello. Yes, my voice is coming to you, all of you. Okay, just give me a minute. We are discussing the unit 3. Okay, in the unit 3, we have investment decisions. Theoretical part is types of investment, nature, advantages, disadvantages, and the practical part is how companies are making their investment decisions. For that, we have different methods. We have bifurcated these methods into two parts: traditional methods and traditional methods and discounting methods or discounted methods. In a traditional methods, we have payback period and accounting rate of return. In a discounting methods, we have net present value, internal rate of return, and profitability index. So these 5 methods are there for deciding that whether this project is enough to invest our fund or whether we are not going for the investment in the project X or Y object. Okay, and see, this is not only for the your examinations or the companies, but these methods and this point is also useful for your personal financial decisions. Suppose I have 1 lakh rupees and I want to invest somewhere, so where I can get the maximum return in terms of investment, or sorry, in terms of interest, or in terms of dividend, or in terms of others incomes, or other benefits related to that investments. Okay, so this again we learn in the unit number 3. Now the unit number 4, that is all about dividend decisions. In the dividend decisions, here dividend means a part of profit that we are distributing among the shareholders as per their investments. So first we have get the money, now we have invested some money somewhere, and from that we are running the business, and by running the business we are earning the profit, and now this profit is distributed among the shareholders. So how many types of dividends are there, which types of policies are there, how the companies are practicing the dividend distributions, and in India how the companies are distributing dividends, which type of policies are there in the India, we will discuss in this unit. And with this also we will discuss the 3 different theories which are related to dividends: Walters, Jordan, and theory. So this entire unit is a theoretical unit. We don't have a practical questions. When you discuss these models, okay, Walter, Jordan, and the third point, in which we have practical questions. But in our syllabus, we don't have any practical questions. So in your mid examination or in your final examinations, we don't have that practical questions from this unit. So this entire unit is theoretical unit. Are we clear? And the last one is working capital decision. Working capital decision. Here, working capital means a money or a fund required to run the business or to operate the business on a daily basis. Or again, in a simple line, the money required for day-to-day activities that call as a working capital. So we again try to understand the concept, how many types of capitals are there, working capital, how we can estimate the working capital, what are the sources, okay? And then we discuss the operating cycle. Operating cycle means the key case management, bills receivable management, all the things we will discuss in the working capital management or working capital decisions. Your working capital means management of current assets and current liabilities. Simply, I said. Okay, and new dimensions in the management of working capital in the modern era in the 21st century. So number one is all about the introduction part and value of the money. Unit 2 is all about financing decision. Unit 3 is about investing decisions, and unit 4 is about dividend decisions, and last one is all about working capital decisions. Okay, I will take your 1 or 2 more minutes. Please allow me for that time. Okay. Now, for a material and PPTs and everything, don't worry, don't go for any shop or don't go for the purchase of any book. I will provide all the PPTs. I will provide one Excel file. Okay, one Excel file means Excel files for each units in which we have practical questions with the questions and solution both. And also I will provide a PDF file that contains the theoretical portion plus practical portion. And I will also try to provide the MCQ questions and 1 mark questions for your final examination, even though for mid examination. Okay, so don't worry about the material. I will provide all the things. Okay. One thing I required from your side, and that is only one. You need to prepare a separate book for this subject, financial management. Are we clear? Just your task is only one. You need to prepare a separate book. It is not for me, but it is for you. I will explain that how this book will help you for your final examination. Number one and last, we have 2 components for internal assessment. One is your mid examinations. Are you aware about this? So I'm not going for the detailed discussion, but the second is your internal assessment. For 20 marks, we have assignments, MCQ tests, class participation, your class book, and presentations if it is required. Okay, these 5 components are there for your 20 marks, and I give you the guarantee, if you satisfied my requirement means university requirement for this internal component, your all the assignments are submitted, your class book is completed, your attendance is there in most of classes, your MCQ test marks are good, I will give you 20 out of 20 marks, definitely. But if all the components are satisfactorily done. Okay, so this is from my side. From the next class, we will go for the unit number 1. If you have anything to share, please share. Otherwise, write your enrollment number. Only enrollment number. No need to write your name or division. I will bifurcate. Okay, I have that system. So don't worry about. Just write your correct enrollment number. Then you are free to go for a lunch. See you soon in the next class. Have a nice day. Stay at home, stay safe, and take care. Bye bye, everyone.